it's Mr. Stanley here, and I have my son James here to help us today.
Hi.
We're going to do a lesson today called Pullen Graph. So James and I are going to demonstrate to you how to think of 12ths, and we're also going to talk about probability. Have you ever heard that word probability before?
No.
No? What does it sound like? What does probability sound like?
Probably.
Sounds a little bit like probably, right? So you have to think about when we do this, we might probably pick a certain color in this bag that we're going to do. So
Yeah.
I have this bag, and James and I are going to use Connect 4 pieces. So James, we have 4 yellow Connect 4 pieces. Can you put those in the bag? So we have 4 of those. So they look like this. So there's 4 of them in there. And then we have 8 red ones. He's going to put 8 red ones in the bag. Okay, so let's shake them all up. Okay. Now how many do we have? Do you know what 8 plus 4 is?
12.
12. So we have 8 or 12 total in here. And we're going to pick one and we're going to graph it on this graph. So James has his smelly markers ready to go to color red and yellow. And this graph has 12 spots on it. So we're going to pick one. I'm going to have James pick a Connect 4 piece, and we're going to color it in on the graph. James, after you pick and color it, I'm going to have you put it back in the bag.
Okay.
So every time we might have a chance to have red or yellow. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think that graph's going to look like when we're done?
It's gonna have yellow on this side and red on that side.
Okay, so we're gonna have some red, we're gonna have some yellow. Do you think we're gonna end up with more red or more yellow?
More red because there's more reds in the bag.
Okay, so there might have a better chance for better chance. So that's kind of what we call probability. But remember, when we take them out, we're gonna put them back in. So let's see what our data shows. All right. All right, are you ready, James? We're gonna pick 12 times. So
Okay.
let's pick one. Go ahead. Okay, there's a red. So James is gonna color in red. So he was right on his first prediction. He's gonna pick red. And I'm going to put that back in. Let him color that for us. I think he's using strawberry for the red. You want to hold that up and show everybody your red? No, show them the graph. Okay, so we colored in one red. All right, you ready? Let's try one more pick. No peeking.
I can't feel it.
Another red. All right, go ahead and color in the next red right next to it. I'm going to put it back in the bag so that keeps our chances kind of the same. If that marker's going there, you can always use that one, a cherry. Okay, let's try another pool. Another red! I did put yellows in here, I promise. There's a yellow, see? I got one, but I'm not gonna have you graph that one. So far, out of the 12 picks, the first 3 have been red. All right, you ready? Pick another.
Wait.
Oh yeah, I gotta put it back. And shake them up this time. Yeah, we got a yellow. Put it right there on that one. All right, so out of the 4 picks that we have, 3 of them have been red, 1 of them have been yellow. What flavor is this one? Or what smell is it? Popcorn?
No, the other one's popcorn. I don't know what this one is.
Try lemon.
Yeah, lemon lime.
All right, let's put that yellow one back and let's try another one. Let me shake it up real good here. Oh, another yellow. Okay, so now we have 5 picks total. And 2 of them have been yellow. 1 of them have been red. I'll put don't want to put the marker in there. All right, let's keep it going here. What'd we get?
Red.
Oh, hold it up to the camera. There, okay, so we got a red. All right. So there's our red. And we have 4. So we're halfway done. So we have 6. Hold that graph up. Show everybody what it's looking like right now. All right, so we've got half of it filled in, but 4 of those spots have been filled in red, 2 have been filled in yellow. That makes kind of sense, doesn't it? Based on what we put in there. Okay. What did we get? Another red. Okay, all right. I'll put it back in the bag here for us. Good. So we're looking at 5 red and 2 yellow. Okay. Go ahead and pick that out of there. Oh, another red. All these reds. Okay. Coloring another red. Okay, good. You want to show them what our graph looks like now? Coming down to the end here. Whoops, hold it over towards, there you go. All right, so we're getting towards the end. We've picked all these reds and a couple of yellow, okay? So 6 reds and 2 yellow that we picked. Another red, what do you know? James, your prediction's coming true. Okay, get that strawberry smelling. Put that one in. There we go. Oh, another red! Oh my gosh, are you? Did I put the yellows falling out? Oh, they're in there. Look, there's 2 of them right there. 3 of them. All right, so we have 2 more picks left out of the 12. That means we've picked 10 so far. Another red.
How many reds are there again?
There are 8 of them. We have 8. Remember, we have 12 total. 8 red.
So we have 1,
and
2,
4.
3, 4, 5, 9 reds.
Okay. And the last one is
Red.
red. Okay, so we're going to think about this data that we just collected. And we're going to think about that data. Hold that up, okay? So we're going to think about this data as we've picked red 10 times out of the 12. So that means 10 red and 2 yellow. So that means we can make 2 fractions out of this. One fraction is we could say that the red came out 10/12 and the yellow came out 2/12. I'll just show you what that looks like. So the so the red came out 10/12 and the yellow came out 2/12. All right. And thank you, James, for helping me out.
You're welcome.
And we'll check out some more data in a minute. Okay, so now that we have our data, we're going to take a look at this graph. This is a kind of graph called a line graph. And I want you to pause the video and I want you to take a look at this line graph and see if you can observe anything unique or unusual or something familiar. Okay, so now that you've paused the video, you might have noticed that we have a series of rows and columns, like a grid. We actually have a title, so this is our class results of what we're going to be doing today. You'll notice that there are fractions at the bottom and all the fractions have the same denominator. So each fraction has a denominator of 12 because there were 12 pulls of each of those Connect 4 pieces every time that we pulled from the bag. And the top number represents how many red and how many yellow. You might also notice that I had to write the red R's at the bottom of the screen because the lesson actually originally called for green tiles to be pulled, but we used red and got creative. So what we do for a line graph is we kind of test the frequency or the amount of times that something happens or the amount of things that happen per group. So in this particular line graph, we're going to put an X for representing the times that this particular thing occurred. So James and I pulled on our first try in the video you saw earlier, we pulled this one right here. It was 10 red and 2 yellow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an X right here because that happened one time. And as we continued on pulling these pulling these tiles or these tokens, and the more we pulled them, we noticed that things got different. We noticed that one of our rounds, we found that we pulled 4 red and 8 yellow, which was kind of a unique one. It was a very unique because we said originally that we thought we would have more red pulls than we would have yellow pulls. And we also had one that was a little bit more red, but way more yellow, which was 5 red and 7 yellow. And that only happened one time when we pulled out of the second time. But then we had some halfers. So we had half red and half yellow, and that happened twice when we pulled our 12. And then we had this more red than yellow 7 times and yellow 5 times, and that happened 3 occasions or 3 rounds. And same for the 8. So we pulled, on these rounds, we pulled 8 red and 4 yellow, which I thought would happen the most. But the one that happened the most seemed to be this one right here, which was 9. And that happened 5 different rounds when we played our rounds of this pull and graph. So every time we pulled 12 of them, this one here seemed to be the most. Take a look and see what you observe from our data now that we've collected. Pause the video and think about what you observe. Okay, so now that you've paused the video to do your observations, take a look at which ones didn't get picked and which ones not only didn't get picked, but also which ones got picked the most or the least. I wonder why that is. Okay, thanks for watching.